Okay, so let's do this question. This is a question we've been given. Let f of x be equal to x positive a over pi squared negative 4 times sine x positive b over pi squared negative 4 cos x, where x is element of R, be a function that satisfies f of x is equal to x positive integral 0 to pi over 2 sine of x positive y times f of y dy. Then a positive b is equal to what? We have to find that out. Okay, so having known this question, foremost what I wish to do is I will first consider f of x is equal to x positive integral 0 to pi over 2 sine of x positive y times f of y times dy. Now we know a formula, sine of a positive b is equal to sine a cos b positive cos a sine b. So using this, I can rewrite this above equation as f of x is equal to x positive integral 0 to pi over 2 sine x cos y positive cos x sine y multiplied with f of y dy. Now this can be further rewritten as x positive integral 0 to pi over 2. First you have cos y, and then to cos y you multiply f of y dy, and then outside you place sin x, followed by positive 0 to pi over 2. Now with sin y you multiply f of y and then dy, and then you have cos x. So this is equal to f of x. Okay, I hope you are following this. Now what is given? We know. What do we know? We know from the original problem that f of x is equal to x positive a over pi squared negative 4 times sin x positive b times b over pi squared negative 4 times cos x for x element of R. Now what I wish to do is I would like to equate the coefficient of sin x and cos x. Okay, so equating the coefficient of sin x and cos x, we get, so what do we get? Sin x and sin x. So a over pi squared negative 4 is equal to integral 0 to pi over 2 cos y f of y dy. This is 1, and then with cos x you have b over pi squared negative 4 is equal to integral 0 to pi over 2 sin y f of y dy. Okay, now let me take this as sum 2 and sum 3. Adding 2 what do you get? A over pi squared negative 4 is common. So A positive B is already got. So if you add these two together, you get, I'm writing it as sine y positive cos y times f of y times the dy. Limit 0 to pi over 2. I take this as sub 4 because this is what is required. A positive B is required. Okay, excuse me. So next I'm going to utilize a property of integral. So keeping this in the frame, probably what I can do is I will just utilize the other side. I'll start here. So A positive B divided by pi squared negative 4 is integral 0 to pi over 2 sine y positive cos y times f of y times dy. We took this as 4. Using the property of integral, we know that also you can write also A positive B over pi squared negative 4 is equal to integral 0 to pi over 2 sine of pi over 2 minus y positive cos of pi over 2 minus y times f of pi over 2 minus y times the dy. Now this can be rewritten as A positive B. I hope you are following this. A positive B divided by pi square negative 4 is equal to, what is this? The integral cos y plus sin y, limits are 0 to pi over 2 times f of pi over 2 negative y times dy. So I take this as sum 5. Now I add these two together, adding 4 with 5. Okay, so if you add 4 and 5, adding 4 and 5, we get, so what do we get if we add 4 and 5? So this is going to be 2 times of A positive B divided by pi squared negative 4 is equal to integral sine y positive cos y multiplied with f of y positive f of pi over 2 negative y times the dy. The limits are 0 to pi over 2. Okay, fair enough. Now excuse me, now what we have to do is probably I'll take this as system 6. Now we will have to find out what is f of y, and we need, now what do we need? F of y and f of pi over 2 minus y. We need these two. From the problem, what do we know? We know that. So we have been given the functional value, right? Let me show you that. So this is given. You see, this value is given. F of x is equal to this. So from the problem we know that f of x is equal to x positive. Let me have a over pi squared negative 4 sine x positive b over pi squared negative 4 cos x. Okay, so hence for x is equal to y, f of y is equal to y positive a over pi squared negative 4 sine y, right, positive b over pi squared negative 4 is cos y, and f of pi over 2 negative y is equal to pi over 2 negative y positive a over pi squared negative 4 sine of pi over 2 negative y positive b over pi squared negative 4 cos of pi over 2 negative y. So this is going to be pi over 2 negative y positive a over pi squared negative 4 cos y plus b over pi squared negative 4, and this is sine y. So I will take this as 7 and this as 8. So now we add these two together. So adding 7 and 8, we get, so what do we get? You have to add these two together. So this is f of y positive f of pi over 2 negative y. Now y positive y negative y, they get cancelled, giving you pi over 2. And then these two are added, right? So you have a over, so this is going to be, you need to take this, you have a over pi squared. Actually you are adding these 7 and 8, so a over pi squared negative 4 is actually taken out, and you have sine y plus cos y. That's for one term for this, and then in this case b over plus b over pi squared negative 4 is taken out. You have cos y and sine y, so I'm going to write it as sine y positive cos y. So okay, so this is going to be my 9. Now we take this value of 9 and substitute it here in 6. Okay, so hence you can write, hence 6 becomes 2 times of a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4 is equal to integral 0 to pi over 2 sine y positive cos y times, the limit is pi over 2, this is f of y positive f of pi minus pi over 2 minus 1, so it's pi over 2 positive a over pi squared negative 4, right? And I can add these two together, right? This you see here, this and this can be clubbed together, a positive b over pi squared negative 4. These two can be clubbed together with sine y positive cos y, and you have a dy there. You have a dy there. Okay, multiplied with dy. Now this pi square minus 4 is common, so I'm going to rewrite this one more time. So it's integral 0 to pi over 2 sine y positive cos y times pi over 2 positive a positive b over pi squared negative 4 multiplied with sine y positive cos y times dy. Okay, fair enough. So this is what we have got. Now I'm going to distribute this integral. So this is equal to pi over 2 times integral 0 to pi over 2 sine y positive cos y times dy plus integral, this is a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4 sine y positive cos y the whole squared times dy. This is 0 to pi over 2. Now one more step is needed. So this is pi over 2. Now you integrate sine y, you get negative cos y. The limits are 0 to pi over 2. And you integrate cos y, you get sine y. The limits are 0 to pi over 2. Over here, I'm going to take a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4 out. And 0 to pi over 2. Expand this, I get sine squared y positive, cos squared y positive. 2 times sine y cos y. Right, so I'm going to write it as sine 2y times a dy. Okay, this is what I got. So this is pi over 2. I substitute the upper limit, I get 0. I substitute the lower limit, I get 1. I substitute the upper limit, I get 1. Lower limit is 0. So this is what I have. Followed by a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4. This is 1, right? I have to integrate 0 to pi over to 1 positive sine to y times the dy. This is sine to y. Now this is pi over 2. 0 goes up, 0 goes up. 1 plus 1 is 2. Positive a, positive b of pi squared negative 4. I integrate the first one, I get y. I have to substitute the limit 0 to pi over 2. I integrate the second one, I get negative cos 2y divided by 2. The limits are 0 to pi over 2. So this 2 and 2 can be cancelled, giving you pi positive a, positive b over pi squared negative 4. I substitute the upper limit, I get pi over 2. In this case, negative sign can be taken out with 1 over 2. I substitute the upper limit, I get minus 1. Right, pi over 2 and 2, they get cancelled. I substitute the lower limit, I get this as minus 1. In fact, because of the minus that is actually being carried out from the application of the limits. That's a reason for that. So this is what I've got. So now what we can have is pi positive a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4. Now this is pi over 2, negative 1, negative 1 is added together. That's negative 2. And you have a positive negative 1 here. So that means you have a positive 1. So positive 1 is coming here. Okay. So now what we have to do is we will have to extract the value, right? On the left, what we got? We got 2 times of okay, so let me rewrite those things first. So what I've got? 2 times of so 2 times of a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4 is equal to pi positive a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4 of pi over 2 positive. Okay. They want us to find what is the value of a positive. They want us to get this value. So what I want to do is I want to move this quantity. So what do you have here? This is pi positive a positive b times pi over 2 with pi squared negative 4. That is one quantity. And then a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4. This is one quantity. Now on the left you have 2 times of a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4. So if this moves here, you will have left with a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4 is equal to pi positive a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4 times pi over 2. So you now move this. If you move this over here, you have a positive b divided by pi squared negative 4. That's one term. Followed by 1 negative pi over 2 is equal to pi. This is the next term. So from here you get 2 negative pi over 2 times a positive b times pi squared negative 4 is equal to pi. So you cross multiply, you get 2 pi on one side, and then over here you get 2 negative pi, and then you cross multiply this, you get pi squared negative 4. So what I wish to do is if I were to take out the negative sign here, right, if I were to take out the negative sign out, or if I take a negative sign out, this is 2 pi over negative of pi negative 2. I'm going to write it utilizing a squared negative b squared power, which is a negative b times a positive b. Okay, so this is pi negative 2 times pi positive 2. So pi negative 2 gets cancelled, giving me negative 2 pi of side positive 2. So what you got on the left hand side? You got a positive b. Okay, so this is the solution to this question, and it's quite a bit. You will have to perform all of this working. Okay, to arrive at this solution. So this is a lovely question. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.